Hello and welcome in our next session of Minding the Mindset. And I keep saying we're doing non-intellectual conversation with very intellectual person, people who are all over the places. They're on Facebook. The students love and adore them. And today, very difficult, someone who has been so busy and someone who's been, I'm so impressed with the academic, entire accolades that she's got. Welcome, Jaya Parekh. Jaya, so thank you for being here.
Thank you. Namaste to you and all the
In
audience.
here. And Jaya, the dynamic principal of Ram Ratna International, the SDG Crusader, someone who is taking the Cambridge fraternity together. Jaya, tell us something more that we don't know about you.
I think it's too much that you have said about me, but I am definitely a more grounded person. It's not just about being a principal and a teacher. Of course, it comes with all the love that you receive from your children, and nothing can match that.
Wow.
But yes, I think I am also at times into a relaxation mode, and I love that time, though I hardly get it. But then I love that me time, a little time for myself,
Wow.
and I love to read. If
Okay.
if it was possible, I would have just not done anything else. I would have just sat
Wow.
at a peaceful corner with a bunch of books at all times.
Don't worry. We're going to get to know the other side of Jaya that most of us do not know. Jaya will jump straight into a Minding the Mindset session. And
Sure.
we do two sections here. The first one is Mind It, and Mind It are more intellectual questions. So, and also things that will make you think. Jaya, you've been so busy. In fact, I'm realizing that you're busier now zooming your life than you were in real school, isn't it?
So true. I'm now in a student mode, a purely
Okay.
student mode. I've been
All right.
attending and also giving webinars
Okay.
and trying to read as much as I can. And I'm seeing this as the positive side of these challenging times.
Okay.
So
Yes.
yeah, I'm busy, but I'm loving it.
No, I'm
But
so
I hope
happy.
at the same time that the things settle and
How do you see school shaping up, say, 5 years, 10, 20 years from now, Jaya?
okay, that's an excellent question. You're right that these times have made us realize many things, think over many things. Education is one of them very prominently. And
Absolutely.
what we have realized is that the connectivity between teachers and students is very important.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, it's not necessary to remain bound within the four walls of classrooms.
Okay. Yes.
The
Yes.
students and teachers have all gone out and all gone out in every possible way, right from learning new technology to finding the best possible resources and methods, tools and techniques and approaches for remaining connected and also continuing learning for themselves and also preparing for their children, that is the students. As you are asking about how education looks or maybe schools look down the line in 10, 20 years, what I feel is as everyone with time is realizing that it's not just about knowing so much.
Okay.
It's more about understanding, feeling, empathizing, and also knowing what is relevant, what is needed, and also how to apply what you know and what you have understood. So I see schools and education becoming more life-oriented,
Okay.
which
So,
would train for life, which will not
right.
just train for some examinations and marks, but which would
Okay.
make people develop those real life skills in a more stronger way. I feel that schools will change into, and I hope they will switch into more experimental zones.
All
They will
right.
turn
Nice.
into exploratory zones
All
where
right.
the teachers and students together would be free to make choices of learning. They would
Wow.
know what they want to do and they can pursue that.
Wow.
They can pursue that right from that stage of
Okay.
primary
This
level
is
and
the
secondary.
principal of RISS, Ram Ratna, telling us the kids will be excited. I think every student will be watching it to have a principal who believes, and then they think, right, ma'am, we are going for it. The pandemic has made everyone, come out. I love the way you use the word, more empathetic, more understanding, skills coming in. Fantastic. Yeah, okay. Let's move away from education. If you had not been an educator, what would you be? In what profession? A musician? I don't know where. An author? Who would you be? A yoga instructor?
So I think in these 20 years that I have been an educator, I probably didn't get time to think of anything else, and I don't know how good I would be in any other role. But yes,
Wow.
if reading could be called as a profession, I would be into profession of reading.
Okay, storyteller and speed reading maybe, Jaya.
I will,
That's right.
hopefully.
You are one person, honestly, I am so, my respect always increases when I see you so passionate about the SDG goals, the 17 goals there we are. Tell me one or two goals that actually pushes you even further. Any of the goals that you think of very highly.
So I, in fact, believe that SDGs should be treated as a mission and vision of every school and of every educational system.
Okay,
If we could develop our children in such a way that they could lead a life for themselves and for people around them,
right.
which leads to these goals being achieved, these sustainable development goals achieved, I think this is what life is all about. For me to choose, I think zero hunger is something that I'm very,
Okay.
very
So goal
passionate
number
about.
two, so wonderful.
Number two.
I think all goals, as you rightly said, all are so colorful and bright, and I feel every
Yes.
child should memorize them, isn't it? As in, like,
Yes.
practically zero hunger. Lovely. There you are, Jaya.
And if you take a harder look, I feel these all goals are interrelated also.
Mm-hmm.
If a person is
Yes,
hungry,
yes.
he or she cannot be expected to even think of any other goals.
So true.
So I think the goal for zero poverty and no poverty and zero hunger is
Correct.
something which is,
Goal one and two. Right. And
yes,
there's a quote which says, "Empty stomach knows no God," which is so true.
so,
Mother Teresa said that God comes in the form of bread to most people. Uh, I think so
wonderful.
beautifully you've created this whole idea of zero hunger and poverty being linked together. Let me move on, Jaya, from what we're asking you, the educator, to the section I call it the Rajnikant sponsored section. Don't mind it, right? So I'm going to throw questions around. Let your students know what you're doing across. Uh, Jaya, if you had a choice between a grandmaster or a 100-meter Olympic champion, which one would you be and why? Ian?
I shudder even at the thought of,
Running?
running.
Okay.
It requires a lot of physical activity. I am not used to doing that, honestly, though I should be doing. So I would go for grandmaster because intelligence is something which is exciting. I'm all
Okay.
for intelligence,
Wow.
and
So
people
intelligence. Oh,
consider
wonderful.
intelligence when you're a grandmaster.
Question. You are.
It has been long time principals have been asking questions. It's time to give some answers now.
Absolutely. What's Jaya Parekh, the principal, watching on Netflix these days?
So I said I am reading more, but I am looking forward to watching a series called Dharmakshetra.
Dharmashetra. Okay.
Yes.
Any last purchase you've done which is under 2,000 rupees, and it really, Kavita said a roti maker, Rakhi said a mop. So which purchase you really think that under 2,000 was really worthwhile?
I would definitely go for that round mop, which is making things very easy, but at the
Okay.
same time, a number of books on Kindle.
Oh, lovely. Books on Kindle.
Yes.
So my last question to you here is, what's on your reading desk right now? Are you a multiple reader? Like I'm assuming you with 6 books already with you.
Yes. So I have just completed Ikigai
Wow.
and have moved to many books by Thich Nhat Hanh, and
Okay.
simultaneously reading them. I loved Happy Teachers Change the World.
Amazing.
So Happy Teachers Change the World. You must also read it.
Happy
So-
Teachers Change the World. So I've started the Ikigai. It's an amazing book. I think
Yes.
it was amazing personality of someone who is doing multiple things, Jaya. It is great to know a different principle. Thank you so much for all the time. I'm not going to pull you back, but it was so wonderful just to, know the other side of all the friends I have in education fraternity.
It is an absolute pleasure and privilege. Thank you so much, Daud, for giving me this opportunity.
No,
And it's a wonderful initiative. Congratulations to
pleasure
you.
is mine. Thank you so much.
All the best to you.
Thank you.